I came this afternoon to remind you that you are not in competition with anybody. What did I say? You are not in competition with anybody. Let me tell you a story. Some time ago, I traveled to my place, and then that was many years ago, and I was driving a Toyota Camry car that time. So when I was moving, I was actually moving at a speed I was comfortable with. So when I got to somewhere in Aba, a particular Land Cruiser overtook me and zoomed off. So, of course, you know that one, the engine capacity of a Land Cruiser and the engine capacity of a Toyota Camry vehicle are not the same. This I'm telling you happened over about 10 years ago or more. Okay, so I knew actually I could even go faster, but then I decided to move at that particular pace. So that was slow but steady. So I was moving. For those of you who really understand the distance between Aba and Abreba, you understand what I'm going to say this. So when I got to Abreba Junction, because if you're going to my place, you pass through Abreba Junction. In fact, my place is not far from Abreba. So when I got to Abreba Junction, I saw the same Toyota Land Cruiser parked by the wayside. Then I asked myself, what's actually happening? So when I got there, I discovered that the Toyota Land Cruiser, the man that parked the vehicle was actually trying to buy something by the roadside. So after looking at it, I discovered that it wasn't quite long the man got to that junction before we got there. That means that if you calculate the speed at which the man was running and the speed at which we were running, you discover that the difference could have been maintained if both vehicles were still moving. But then, immediately the man parked, it didn't take time, we arrived. Then I continued my journey. This vehicle was parked and I had passed it, and I continued to, go until I got to my place. Now, there's a lesson to learn in this story. First, it is not the first person that took off, or it is not the person that first makes it in life that actually, has made it bigger. It is not the person that first achieved it that actually had the best achievement. It gets something where they talk for our local balance. Say no be person where first born, na him born boy. So it is not the first person, the first person that gave birth to a male child. So it is not the person that first had an achievement, had the best achievement so far. So that is one lesson you have to learn from here. Secondly, you have to learn that since it is not all vehicles, or not all vehicles have the same engine capacity, everybody in this life have their own pace. Work on your pace. Stop looking at other people. They have their own purpose to achieve. Work on your pace. Pursue your own purpose in life. So what matters is not all about the speed at which you are progressing, but the direction and the slow but steady movement you are putting on towards achieving what you are achieving in life. Thirdly, the most important lesson to learn here is that it is not really about the speed, but getting to your destination, getting to where you are going, finishing up. That is the most important thing. It is not, generally there's a statement that goes this way: it is better to be late than to be late. So provided you get to where you are going within a reasonable specified period of time, the better for you. It is better to get to where you are going to than to crash by the wayside because you are hurrying to go there. So do not compare yourself with others. Define your objectives, define your goal, and pursue them. Don't compare yourself with others. If there's anybody to compare yourself with, it should be yourself. Assess yourself to know whether or not you are actually doing well based on your own goal. This is exactly what I came here to tell you this afternoon. God bless you. Have a nice day ahead. Amen.